Do you know the word integrity?
Yes. It's an English word, and it's used often in English.
How would you describe integrity for someone who doesn't know the word?
It's not an easy concept to explain, but I guess my understanding of it would be for something or someone to be in integrity, it's complete and it's true and it's somehow solid. There's not things missing. To be in integrity would be to be true and complete to what you believe or what you say or what your own personal beliefs, and then to act so that they are true and that's complete, and it's not that there's gaps and sometimes you do it and sometimes you don't do it, or sometimes you behave this way and sometimes you don't. It's more that it's consistent and complete.
What is integrity for you?
For me, I think integrity has maybe 3 layers, like awareness, and then deciding, and then doing. Like, if I'm aware of what I feel about issues or behaviors or actions, and then I decide that I am for them or I don't agree with them, or when I've contemplated my awareness to make a decision about those things, and then I live in accordance with that decision, then I'm in integrity. I've completed that circle. If I'm aware of things and don't act on them, then that feels out of integrity. If I make a decision about something and then I behave differently, then that feels out of integrity. I feel like it's those 3 layers of firstly knowing about it, because if you don't know what your opinion on something, or you don't know what you agree with or disagree with, you can't be in integrity, because you have no structure, nothing to act in accordance with. Then you're just flip-flopping around like a wet fish out of the sea.
How important is integrity for you on your personal scale of values? Maybe on a scale between 1 and 10?
It's become 10. Earlier in my life it was probably a 5. And then I realised that's why I wasn't happy, and it became a 10, and I've lost many friends on the way, and I've lost many... I can't do things that I used to enjoy because they just don't fit with my values. So it's become really important, and it was the reason I married my husband, and I'd say 10.
Is there somebody especially of integrity for you, and what for?
There's so many people. Since I decided that it was important for me, and I searched out people with integrity to be friends with, to listen to read, to spend time with, I feel like my life is pretty full of people with integrity now, which I treasure, I'm really grateful for, and I learn from all the time. But certainly there's people who take it another level than I've managed to yet in my personal life. I think of, and everyone has their own situation, but I think particularly of people who are currently living in camps to protest against the new high-speed railway in the UK, or cutting down the trees in the UK, or people really standing up for their beliefs. And I think that takes integrity to another level. I still stay a bit in comfort. And I've got young children and I'm pregnant, so I can't explain it, but yeah, I think about people who really put themselves out there for what they believe, and I'm not currently doing that, and so I admire those that can and do. Yeah.
How of integrity do you perceive yourself? Maybe also on a scale between 1 and 10.
No, maybe now an 8. There's been times I've been at 10 recently, like in the last 10 years, and I'd like to get back there again. Maybe I'm a 9. Yeah.
Do you think that integrity is important when it comes to the challenges of our time?
Absolutely. And I get so mad when I read the news or hear the news and think about our leaders and our politicians and how so much is promised on paper or in conferences or in international meetings, and then it seems like they do whatever they can to get out of these commitments and these promises, and that feels so out of integrity. And I think the climate situation and international humanitarian situations require massive, deep integrity from all of us and from our leaders in particular. And I don't see that happening, and it makes me sad. Or even on a small scale in communities, asking people what their values deeply are. Like, I think society these days is designed, it's in people's favour that people don't actually think about their values and what's important to them. And so the big businesses and the people trying to sell everything, they want you to not question your own deep values. Definitely not encouraged by society and culture how it is at the moment. And I think if it comes into conversation more about what are your values and do you live by them, then people probably would be up for changing. So I think integrity is massive.
What would be possible if the level of integrity would rise significantly on the whole planet?
I guess it's a specific form of integrity that would make the difference for the planet that I would want to see. Because in a way, there is an integrity to people saying, I want to earn as much money as I can and doing it. That also has integrity. They're saying their decision, they're saying what they want to do, and they're doing it. There's an integrity in maybe politicians deeply believing that the right thing to do for their country, for the people they're representing, is to grow the economy. If they truly believe that that is the right thing to do and they act in accordance, that is also in integrity. The form of integrity that I would like to see is a nature environment integrity, where people deeply believe and understand that our survival depends on protecting the environment and making it, reversing a lot of what we've done and establishing a different way of living on the planet. And that if that was the decision of world leaders everywhere, and then they acted in integrity with that, then it could make everything could change. And it could change. Everything that we've built is a man-made invention, construction, idea. We could change it all if there is the will to do it. And integrity has a lot to do with will. The following the decision and having the confidence and the will and the commitment to do it. If local leaders and stuff started to follow a nature environment based integrity, then they would make systems in place possible that could differentiate between someone wanting to buy a piece of land to develop with a 4-story, 16-bedroom mansion and swimming pool, or wanting to put 20 flats on a little piece of land to live in, or someone like me who just wants to build a little cabin and have a vegetable garden. And then it might be possible, without being rich and having loads of money, to build a house. That's all we really want to do. So that would, if local leaders acted in integrity with believing that low impact living or living lightly was possible and made laws in place to make that possible, then maybe we could have a different life.
Are there specific issues that you face in your private life or your current work situation in terms of integrity? And how do you deal with them?
Yeah, we live in an enormous house right now. We don't need this much space. And it feels very luxurious, and that feels a bit out of integrity with how I really deeply want to live. I want to live very simple, and suddenly we have so many rooms in this big new house. And it does feel a bit out of integrity, but it's the only solution we've been able to come up with in where we are now, where I can feel safe and comfortable to bring another child into the world and have enough support to do that. I would rather live somewhere smaller.
Anything to add? What you missed in the questions, or what is important for you to say?
Yeah, I guess one thing. It's just that I guess having made a decision to live with integrity around age 26, 27, I have been so much more peaceful. Not happier, because sometimes it's hard or harder, or sometimes it's meant difficult conversations or difficult decisions, but I've been 100 times more peaceful. Yeah, it's been interesting to contemplate the meaning of integrity. I've enjoyed the process of it.